Hey everyone, this is Doug. I'm back with Ideal and just did a segment on him where we're bringing him back, restarting him, jumper horse, really nice. And he was out with an injury that he's come back from, got 100% clear to do his thing. And it's awesome to have the opportunity to kind of work with him and kind of go from a different angle when we're restarting some of these performance horses. He's a great performance horse. And so we talked about in our last video, this is a part 2 to that, is indirect pressure, direct pressure, and steady pressure, which is one big thing that you'll hear me talking about a lot, and that is how horses react to indirect pressure. Indirect pressure is if I come over here with him and I go to his right eye, left eye, right eye, there's no pressure being put on him at all. It's to the side of him. He should not react to this because there's nothing going on. So now I'm nice and close to him. And so what I'm looking for is, so now he's thinking about it, he's thinking about it, thinking about it. So I'm going to stay with him now because he's getting worried about the indirect pressure. So he chose to stop there. So now I'm looking for a sign of relaxation. My awesome camera operator had to move the camera back a little bit because he came over there. So now, even though his butt is to the camera, I want to stay here until he relaxes before I move him over. So now all of a sudden, he's starting to get a little worried going to that. So right there, he turned around, started licking and chewing. I'll release that pressure as soon as I see him licking and chewing, which is a sign that he's coming back out of a sympathetic state, more into a parasympathetic state, and interacting with me again. So, very important that our horses want to be with us. You know, if you have a horse where you go in to put a halter on them, or you go in to catch them in a field and they don't want to come to you, that's an issue. That's an issue that your horse is telling you very clearly that they don't want to have anything to do with you or what's about to happen. So we want to have that horse want to draw into us as they learn. It's about building a partnership. So the head comes up right there. So I'm going to continue and go, okay, I'm going to go back and forth with you here. And then after this, we're going to move into direct pressure, getting him to move off of the direct pressure of this stick and string and having him move off the shoulder, his rib cage, his hind end. So you notice a little thing with him is that when that head starts to go up, that means when he's going, wait a second, I'm working through something here. Make sure you breathe while you're doing this with him. It's very important that they can hear our lungs, they can hear our heartbeat from this far away. So I want to make sure that I'm breathing and I'm staying nice and relaxed. This exercise is indirect pressure, means that we're not putting any pressure on him at all anywhere. We're trying to help him get through, and it's all about teaching our horse how to handle situations instead of forcing them to handle situations, that we want to teach them how to handle them in the best way and to self-regulate. An awesome person to listen to is Dr. Stephen Peters. He talks about how horses learn from a scientific aspect, which is really cool. He's done a lot of research on that. It's something you want to check out. I will put in the link below because it's really cool. Good, so the head starts to come down, so I'll relax. So now, I might just ask him to move off of his left shoulder with some direct pressure. I'm going to do as light as possible. So I want to take my leading hand, tell him where I want to go. See how he's going into that pressure? So I'm going to keep that pressure on that shoulder. And I want him to move the right shoulder to the right, move off the left shoulder, and walk on the track around me. Okay, so you saw, that's a good example of him starting to come up with energy, try to figure it out, and then just go, gosh, I just have to get out of dodge. So we don't want that reaction to be like that. We went from 0 to like 8, right? So, hi buddy. So he's not trying to be mean or anything, so I'm going to ask the same thing. Good. So see, as soon as he took that step, I took all pressure off because he did exactly what I wanted. Nice big breath. So I'm going to ask again, pressure towards the shoulder, pressure towards the shoulder. Hey, hey, hey. Can you move off that shoulder? Can you move off that shoulder? Thank you. Bring the pressure back off. Good boy. So I want him to learn off of my first aid, which is my hand. So if I lift up my hand and say I want to go that way, so that's my first aid, then the direct pressure is going to come in and say, hey, can you move off that? Thank you. And now I'll keep my hand up and just say, can you continue to walk around me? He says, man, that's even a lot of pressure right there. But you can see by the look on him, he's really trying to learn. He's trying to get through this. So as we go through this, hi buddy, as we go through this, and you can tell he's coming close to me for a confidence booster, right? So he's not coming to be belligerent or anything else. You see he's still giving me my space, so he's not trying to be mean or belligerent or anything else. So I'm going to ask him to move off that shoulder again. Good, he walks off that shoulder. Now I just want him to walk around. Now I'm going to pick up this line here, ask him to come in and face me. So when my line is facing out this way, it means he moves off that hand. He's going to learn to move off that. When I'm neutral here, it means he keeps going in whatever I've asked him to do, whatever speed of the gait. And then when I come across and bring it back a little bit, I want him to actually stop and face me. If I do go from here, that's move forward. Here is stay natural. We actually go to here, right to the left of the belly button, and going this direction off the left, and I want him to just stop. And then if I bring this back over towards the right side of my pelvis, then I want him to kind of face me. So ask again. Walk off. Hand is out. Okay, so you saw what happened there. This is a great little thing, right? So all I did was just ask him to keep walking, and he got so focused on the dirt that he then scared himself and lunged forward. So these are the things that we want to have worked out of our horse in order for them to be safe. So I'll end this session on here so you can see what we're doing, but we'll do another part on this so I can show you how we work through this. And if you want to watch more, stay tuned for section 3 on this. I'm trying to keep the videos short for everybody. But remember, if you like this video, please hit subscribe and make sure that you go to, you hit subscribe and you hit the bell, and it'll notify you on more things. If you want to see more in-depth videos on Ideal and his journey, and you want to have direct communication with me as part of your package, I have a Patreon page that is naturalhorsemanship.com. I'll put the link down below. It's only $19 a month, and then we can do online lessons. You can send me videos of your horses, of what you're going through. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is Ideal. It's gonna be a fun journey with him, and take care. Have a great day.